Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs where we Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs where we empower both new and experienced entrepreneurs, high performance business owners to overcome the challenge of work-life balance, burnout, break bad old unhealthy negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host Muhammad Faraj, and today our topic is distractions are stealing your dreams. We live in a world of full of distractions, full of things that always seems like prevents us from being productive, from focusing and concentrating on our goals, on our dreams, on our ambitions, on doing what we love, what we enjoy, the things that brings us closer to our goals, to our dreams, to our vision. So unfortunately, so many entrepreneurs, high performers or business owners, they fall into this trap where they are constantly exposed to distractions. They don't know or they are not aware that distractions are creeping in their life, in their relationships, in their productivity, in their focus, in their businesses. And unfortunately, those distractions, they waste our life. They waste so much time that we could spend on our entrepreneurial life, on our goals, on our dreams. Time that we can spend with our relationships, with our families, with the loved ones. That way we can live a happy, fulfillment, successful life, because when we become aware of these distractions that are robbing and stealing what we love, what we enjoy most, we are storing and saving time to enjoy life, to love what we do, to spend good quality time with our relationships, with our families, with the loved one. But unfortunately, it seems like distractions has taken a big place in our life, and unless we are aware of them, unless we take a full inventory to remove these distractions, unless we redesign our environment, unless we plan and we do our best to avoid, prevent all these distractions that will prevent us or that will hinder our process and slow down our progress. Those distractions, unfortunately, they will convert into regret, and regret is not really good. So many entrepreneurs, they would rather push hard, they would rather put time, effort to work, to achieve their goals, to reach their dreams, but not let distractions steal their goals, their dreams. No one likes distractions. No one wants to be distracted or procrastinated, especially nowadays. There are so many apps and so many ads and so many content that are trying to hinder us from being focused, from being aligned with our ambitions, with our goals, with our dreams. We are bombarded or we are occupied with so many distractions, but unfortunately, so many times they slip by, they steal our time, they waste our energy, but we don't take like inventory. We don't make a decision to start from today, from this minute, to not let distractions come, show up, and steal our time, steal our energy, steal all the effort that we have put on our goals, on our dreams, to work on our tasks, on our projects, to build a good, happy, successful life for ourselves, for our families, for our friends. Because when distractions are taking a big place in your life, that means your progress is very slow. That means your performance is impacted by those distractions. You don't feel productive throughout the day. You don't feel focused. You don't feel like you are moving the needle. You don't feel like you're learning enough. You are growing your field, or your field or your business. You're not expanding your knowledge, your skills. That's why distractions are very, very harmful, impactful for our goals, for our entrepreneurial life. So, average entrepreneur spends at least 1 to 2 hours a day just on social media, merely only on social media. So if we do a simple math, if we count those hours and multiply them for a week, so that means we are spending 7 to 14 hours on distractions every week. So that means it's a 1 or 2 days work days. So if you go to work, you work for 7 8 hours and you get your salary, you get paid for it. But unfortunately, if we are spending 1 2 hours on distractions, particularly on social media, because we have so many social media platforms and they're growing, and their algorithms are growing and developing to waste our time, to steal our goals, to steal our dreams and ambitions, so we can spend more time on these social media, so they can attract our attention, so they can prevent us from being focused, from being productive, from doing what we are supposed to do, from working on our to-do list, for working on our tasks that are scheduled during the day, during the week. So if we multiply those hours in a month, imagine how many hours you have spent on distractions. So if you're spending 1 hour on social media a day, so that means 7 hours in each week. And if we multiply these hours, so 7 to 7, that's 14. 14 to 14, that's 28 hours you have spent, my friend, only on distractions. You don't realize it. You don't you don't estimate how many hours you have spent. Look, 28 hours. When I tell you this, how amazed are you? How confused are you? How disappointed do you feel with yourself when I tell you that you have spent 28 hours this month, my friend? Where? Only on social media, scrolling on posts, images, videos, or short videos, or reels that are meaningless. I mean, some of the content is really beneficial. If you are watching like personal development, or content about habits, or content about how to achieve your goals, for example, or how to improve your health, your productivity, your focus, or how to grow and develop your business, then you are using your time on beneficial, on useful things, because you are learning. Because social media can feel like it's your university, it's a school of learning. But if you're spending all this time, all these hours on scrolling meaningless and videos that doesn't teach you anything, that you don't learn, that you don't extract any data, any knowledge, any experience, that means you are wasting a part of your entrepreneurial life. You are wasting your good quality time on social media, instead of spend and investing this time on your business, on your goals, on your dreams, on your ambitions, or to spend this time with your family, with the loved ones, to visit your friends, to go to the church, to do fun activities, to go to the gym, doing workout, training your body, so you can feel productive, focus, and get new energy in your body. So we underestimate how many hours we are spending each day, but we overestimate how many hours we are spending in the long term. So if we multiply 28 hours for few months, imagine how many hours you have spent in a year. You have spent months, my friend. If you don't believe it, you can count with yourself how many months you have wasted from your year. Because when we start, or when you start a new year, we usually set a new resolution goals. We plan for our year. We try to work and accomplish our goals at the end of the year, so we can celebrate not only the new year eves, but we celebrate our goals, our dreams. We celebrate our progress that we worked very hard during the year. But if you look at one of the parts of your year, if you look at how many hours, how many months you have wasted, spent only on distractions, particularly on social media, you'll be amazed, you'll be disappointed, you'll be very, very shocked when you look at how many months, how many days, how many weeks, how many hours, how many minutes you have spent wasted only on social media, where you could have spent this time on your goals, on your ambitions, on your family, on your relationships, on your health, on your health. Like, your health is the most important thing in your life. Who's important more than your health, more than yourself? You need a better health when you're working as an entrepreneur or a high performer or business owner. You need your health, because it's your health that promotes you, that enables you to work, to train your body, to think, to learn, to grow, to expand your field, your area, to develop yourself, to improve your life. Your health is the most important thing in life. Without a health, you can't do anything. You can't be an entrepreneur. You can't work. You can't build a business. You can't grow your business. You need your health. And if you have spent a big chunk of time on your health each day, each week, each month, imagine how much you are improving your health. Imagine how much time you have invested on your body, on your health. Imagine how you feel, how happy, how ambitious you feel at the end of the day, at the end of each week, at the end of the month. We don't think about it. We don't think about our health. We only think and concentrate on tasks, projects daily, but we don't give so much attention to our body, to our health, to our well being, how we feel. So we spend so much time in our life, but it depends on how much a part of this time is going or being used or invested on your health, on your business, on your family, on your relationships, on your habits, on your rituals, on your routines. And it depends on how much time of, or how much a part of this time is used on distractions, on procrastinating, on feeling regret, disappointed, stressed, overwhelmed. I'm sure you feel amazed when I tell you this, that you spend so much time on feeling overwhelmed, stressed, confused. Why my business is not growing? Why am I not making progress? Why am I not productive? Why am I not focused enough? Why am I not getting a result? That's what most entrepreneurs, they say, or they talk with themselves, or they wish. Why am I not getting so much result? Why am I not progressing? So when you look back at your life, at your day, at your week, at your month, and you think with yourself, you ask yourself, okay, how much of this time, or how much a chunk I have used a time of time in this day, in this week, on my goals, on my dreams, on my relationships, on my projects, on my to-do list? How much of this time was it invested on my health, to build my health, to build muscles, to improve my fitness life? So you'll be shocked when you look back at your days, at your weeks, at your months, and you wonder why you don't get so much result, why you don't feel better, why you're not improving your performance, your productivity, your focus. So we're not aware. We don't gain awareness every day, every week, every month. But when time goes by, when we don't make progress, when we don't reach our results as expected, we become disappointed. We become curious. Why is not happening? Why am I not moving forward? Why am I not getting closer to my goals, to my dreams? This is the most entrepreneurs say. Why am I not getting closer to my goals, to my dreams? And you look at your life, it feels like you are stuck or feeling stagnant, because why your life is not changing? Well, my friend, if you're focusing, if you're spending so much time or wasting so much time on social media, on distraction, on phone calls, on SMS, on messages, on notifications, on you're spending so much time on saying yes to many people, to many activities, and those activities, those people, those distractions are stealing, robbing your dreams, your goals. I want you to put this in your mind. They're taking a part of your life, they are robbing your future. Because so many entrepreneurs or high performers or business owners, they go and talk to everyone about their goals, about their dreams, about their dream house, about their dream car, about their dream money that they want to earn in their business. They always talk about what they are working on, what projects, what tasks, what they are trying to build, whether if it's app, whether if it's product or service. They tell their goals, their dreams to everyone. But if you look back, if you look at their time or their habits or their routines, if you notice how much time they're spending on social media, on distractions, and how much time they're spending on the goals, on the tasks, on the project that they are always daydreaming, or they're just dreaming and talking, you would see how much difference. Because if you're not focusing, if you're not concentrating during these seasons like autumn, winter, spring, which are the seasons where you are working, developing, growing, and creating and inventing and serving people and solving problems, if you're not spending a big chunk of your time in your days, in your weeks, in your months during these seasons, don't be surprised if you don't see enough result. Don't be surprised if you didn't reach your goals when the summer comes. Don't be surprised if you're not happy, if you're not satisfied with your progress, with your habits, with your routines. Don't be surprised if you haven't grown your business, if you didn't make that contract, if you didn't earn that money, if you didn't get that win. No wonder why you're not achieving. No wonder why you're not moving forward. No wonder why you're not getting closer to your goals, to your dreams, if you are spending or wasting a big chunk of your time every season, every week, every month, every day on things that does not contribute to your goals, to your dreams, that doesn't serve you, not in the short term nor in the long term either, that doesn't make you a healthy, a better and successful entrepreneur or high performer or business owner. So please be aware of your habits, of your routines, of your rituals, of your behaviors. Those are the behaviors that always keep you in the hamster wheel. Those are the habits, the behaviors that always seems like it's just wasting your time, stealing your dreams, your goals, and you are making promises to your family, to yourself, to your friends, but you're not committing to your promises. You are exposed to so many distractions every day, every week, every 1 month, and at the end of the season, at the end of the year, don't be surprised when you don't see that you have achieved your goals and you look at other entrepreneurs or high performers or business owners. People are achieving, people are growing their email list, people are building audience, people are making sale calls, people are making wins, people are growing their businesses. Why? Look at their rituals, look at their routines, look at how much time they're spending on their goals, on their dreams, on their ambitions, because they look at themselves on the mirror, they look at their family, they look at their friends, and they tell them, I told you that I have goals, I have dreams, that I am going to be a very successful entrepreneur, and this is what I did. I am proud of myself. I am proud of my achievement. I am proud of the progress that I made throughout the year. I worked very hard. I avoided all distractions. I removed all distractions from my life. I did not let those damn distractions steal my goals, my dreams, because I want to celebrate at the end of the day. I want to celebrate at the end of the week. I want to celebrate at the end of the month. And sure, definitely, I want to celebrate at the end of year. Not celebrating New Year's after, but instead celebrating my progress, my win, my achievement. And this is the most important in life. So let's talk about design or environment. How you can design an environment that will always save you time instead of wasting your time. So these are the things that you need to redesign in your environment. That way you're not exposed to distractions, and distractions will not be able to steal your time, your goals, your dreams. So if you are guiding, or if you have put your couches, the, the place where you sit, you and your family, in front of the TV, that means you are exposed to watching TV. And when you are sitting and confronting the TV, that means you are going to waste at least 1 to 3 hours each day just to watch TV. Instead, you could have spent this time on your business. You could have spent this time with your family, talking to them and enjoying your relationships. You could have spent this time spending and visiting with your friends. You could have used that time to develop your skills, to learn by reading books, articles, blogs. So things like this that will rob your dreams, your goals, that will waste so much time. So you need to redesign your environment. Move your couches from confronting your TV to confronting, for example, your window, maybe, so you don't just sit and watch TV and ignore your relationships. Instead, you're sitting either reading books, where you can replace your TV with some books, or you put some books on a table in front of your couches, so that way when you are sitting on your couch or relaxing or resting, you are confronting your books instead of your TV. You're sitting in front of your books instead of your TV. So odds are 90% you will read those books instead of watching that TV or watching a stupid program. And the other design environment that you need to build is, please try to keep meals, snacks from your work environment. Your kitchen is not place to work, it's place to eat. So when you're working, you have a workplace, But when you're eating, then you have an eating place. But if you're working and you have snacks or chips or meals around you, odds are you will not concentrate. You will not use your time efficiently. You will not move those goals. You will not work on those projects, tasks that moves those goals and dreams toward you. And please avoid any devices that are distracting you. For example, most importantly, your mobile device. Remove mobile device from your environment. It should be in another room. It should be hidden. It should be very silent. Do not have any mobile phone or any other device like iPad near or close to you. Because when you're working, you are in a work mood. You are in a focused, productive mood. And you can't just be exposed to distractions. So avoid your mobile phone. That way you're maintaining your focus, your productivity toward your goals. So time is very important and we need to use our time efficiently. That way we don't get surprised if we're not reaching our goals. That way when you're not exposed to your devices, to your TV, to any kind of distractions, that means you're using your time efficiently. You are directing yourself toward your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions. Please leave a review and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs channel. And please follow me on iTunes or Spotify to get a weekly content to help you break through in your entrepreneurial life. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I can't wait to publish a new episode to help you break through, achieve success, happiness, and fulfillment in your entrepreneurial life. Bye, everyone.